Welcome to the Wall Street Systems video training program. Today we're going to learn how to book a Crosstown movement on PCS Express. Crosstown is a one-way movement between a rail, company, or any location. These moves may involve containers, dry van, or chassis. This type of movement is usually an empty movement to reposition the equipment. First, you will click the Book Load icon under the Dispatch tab. Then you will choose Intermodal as class and Crosstown Load. Then click OK. A new load booking screen will appear. This screen displays all the information for a load and provides access to all the features available for working with a load. The toolbar at the top of the screen accesses features to working with a load. Displayed here, we can see the load number, load type, and load status. Next, you will enter a customer name, and any important customer and system messages will display here. Enter the reference number provided by the customer. Next, you will add a new stop. When adding the first stop, the shipper will be selected as default. Here, you will select a company from the list to enter all the information where the equipment is being picked up from. You can press the Insert key on your keyboard to add new shipper or modify the information of an existing one. Enter the dates and times when the piece of equipment is expected to be available at the shipper. Check the Appointment Required checkbox and enter the appointment reference if available. Enter any notes if necessary, then click Save. Next, add a second stop. Notice that the consignee option is active now. Here you will enter the information where the equipment is being dropped off, including dates, times, contact information, appointment, and notes. Then save it. Notice as you add stops, it shows a list with the shipper as your first stop and consignee as your second stop. Next, enter all the information about the container and chassis for the equipment that is being picked up. Remember to use a 85 as a type for a 53-foot container, since the default type for a 53 is for a van. This section of the screen should be populated as necessary. This information will print within the documentation provided to the driver or carrier assigned to transport the load, and it will allow you to search a load based on a particular vessel group of containers coming in. Enter all additional information pertaining to the load, such as miles, serial number, and any commodity, and notes if necessary. To rate a load, you're going to click this calculator icon or press Alt-R on your keyboard. A new window will pop up. Often, the rate is entered manually by selecting the source manual. Rate by, usually flat, rate amount, and discount percentage if any. To book a new accessorial, double-click the Add field. A new window will appear, and there you will select your office number, the accessorial charge, rate, and the units to be billed, whether it is flat or percentage rate. Accessorial charge codes and rating matrices are created in the system setup. Any of these charges can be customized by contacting our billing department. If you have another accessorial charge, then enter it. Once the load is booked and you close out of that, it will appear in the Dispatch Manager list. If the customer is set up for freight tracking, it will show as a freight tracking. In the Dispatch Manager, you will see the load that was recently booked. Within the Dispatch Manager, you will see the loads marked on different colors. You can duplicate loads by opening the load, click the new icon, and select Duplicate Load. In the next window, you can enter how many copies of the existing load you want to make with the option to copy reference numbers, post to freight tracking, and copy images. For additional help on PCS, click this icon, press the F1 key on your keyboard, or feel free to give us a call and we can schedule a more detailed training session on PCS Express. Thank you for joining us today for the PCS Crosstown booking tutorial.